Hey everyone, it's Ryzen. Welcome back to Let's Play Boss Before the After Years. Well, we're going to the Hummingway's abode. That's where the first challenge dungeon is. I'm just gonna run. There's two in this tale, but in Golbez's tale. Well, it's Lunarian's tale, but it's really Golbez's tale. Golbez is the one that is the party member we get out of this. Gotta buy some things first. Max out on high potions. Yeah, at least 20 Phoenix Downs total. I like to have about 10 of each status carrying item. At least 10 cottages. Yeah, 12's fine. And then we need to make it a new moon. We also want to have the ice brand equipped. Golbez is... or Fusoya is pretty much fine as is. In fact, I'll just tell you, he basically gets nothing in the challenge dungeons because he's not a permanent character. So, what moon phase is it? Full moon? Yep, we just gotta make it a new moon. Because there's two challenge dungeons, they split up the treasure. We have to do challenge dungeon 1 before we can do challenge dungeon 2, but that's fine. Challenge dungeon 1 is easier. There's an item that unlocks it in the challenge dungeon. The first one. And yes, they literally just call it Challenge Dungeon 1 and Challenge Dungeon 2. I'm serious. That's all they call it. Can you get out of my way, please? Thank you. Talk to this guy. Yep. We're going to explore the challenge dungeon. It's gonna be a lot of quaking, but we'll be okay. Eventually Golbez will get quake, but he doesn't have it right now. Keep going until we get to a secret passage. For some reason, this first room has a really low encounter rate for me the first time, and I don't know why. There we go. Mystery eggs. They are good to Osmos, but obviously I don't need to, so I'm gonna use Quake. I want to use Quake because I want to one-shot the Lamia Matriarch because she can entice me, and that's annoying. I don't have any headbands, so... oh well. Get an ether there. What do we got here? Ah, these guys. Golbez can pretty much take them out with his physical attacks, except for the Ghost Knight. I want to use a bio on him. By the way, the storm animas, in my notes, I had it as you could osmose them. Well, I tried it and it didn't work. I must have gotten really lucky or something and gotten like a really low osmos that was like not 1 or 0 and... or I just wrote the wrong enemy or something. I don't know. Well, this is an easy quake. Ah, I should have osmosed. Too late now. But yeah, sorry about that. I'll fix that in my notes for wherever they're in my bestiary. Go right and we can get a treasure chest here. Get a nice little ether. These chests are fixed, by the way. They're not like random consumables. See another secret passage right here. Okay, so the Hell Flapper we can osmose, and I'm going to. Unfortunately, the Steel Golem will do, well, ice attacks. Can I? Yeah, he'll try to blind you, but I don't care that much. Let's see, osmose, right? Yeah. Don't put him to sleep, please. I can attack the Hell Flapper once. You want to just use Golbez's attacks here because I have the Ice Brand. If you have the Enhancement sword that we'll get later, it's a magic sword. Then cast Blizzaga on the Steel Golem instead. But I don't need to do that. Ah, that was a terrible osmos. You can get like 20, 25 MP there, but I didn't. Oh well. Why don't we use a Bless and get an MP back then? Make that a little better, I guess. Now use high potions to heal. Oh, I'm gonna use that potion because it's bothering me. And use your consumable items to remove status ailments. We don't want to use any MP from Fusoya with white magic, because he's gonna need a lot of it for Quake. There are 2 save points, so that's nice. This is an annoying battle because I probably want to use Quake here as well. So, yeah, we're gonna have to. We have no choice. That's an unfortunate battle. I could have used Blizzaga on the Steel Golem and then bio the 2 Ghost Knights. That would have worked as well. But Quake costs less to do than spending 2 spells there. Another enemy formation that I can Osmos. But I don't think I'm going to. No, I think I'm going to try it. Unless I get put to sleep. If I get put to sleep, then I'll just attack. Yeah, you get ambushed a lot. Probably won't edit out any battles here, because it's the challenge dungeon. Thanks for blinding me again. I appreciate that. Let's see, what do you get this time? That's a little better. Frost Beasts are also very good to Osmos. If Golbez gets put to sleep, cast Blizzaga. Not that Bless is very good, but it's 1 more MP back, so... It's a filler move when I have nothing else to do. Don't use a wasted X potion there. Eye drop. There we go. Obviously restock on consumables between trips here. That's the 4th chest. Now when you've looted all the chests, you can just head straight to the boss. There are 2 strategies for taking the boss on, and you can do either one of them at any time. I will... This one we're gonna Quake. Because those Perils will counter with Blaster. I don't care about the Sorcerer, but I care about the Quirrels. Could bio them individually, I suppose, but nah. Bio all might work if it was a full moon, but it is not. So we need to use a cottage, and then we're going to use 3 tents to make it a new moon yet again. Pretty much always have to use this one at first because we are doing the... Well, we're looting the dungeon for the treasure. But after the first time, I usually skip this save point because I don't really need it. So, you know, that saves some time. And some tents. But it could be worse. Alright, now it is a new moon. We are full MP. Let's go. We're gonna go south here to nab an X potion. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward dungeon, honestly. Ah, okay, these guys are also pretty easy. Centaur Knights, nothing to them, just attack them. But yeah, as far as osmosable enemies, Mystery Eggs are the best, followed by, well, there's Black Flans here as well. They're also very good. There is... Hell Flappers are meh, but you can get something from them. And then there's, there's one other enemy you can osmos. Frost Beasts, that's what it is. They're very good. Not as good as the Black Flans or the Mystery Eggs, but very good. You could use Quake, by the way, or not Quake, Taunt, when you are just having Golbez, or Fusoya cast Quake. Golbez will eventually get Quake. It's just, it takes time. Golbez gets a lot of spells, actually. We want to go west of the, oh wait, no, I think I already got it, yeah. That was the Bacchus Wine. Go through the door, we want to go west again, this is what I'm thinking of. North is the end of the dungeon, but we need to get the treasure. Grab this. Dry ether. Should be another dry ether over here. Oh. Yeah, it's an annoying secret passage. If you go too far, it's a dead end. Go through the secret door. Go down the stairs. Go underneath, which is always cool when they do that. I love when they layer things like that. Amazing the kind of illusions you can create with tiles. Yeah, I mean, I'll show you that I tried Osmos on them and it just didn't work, which was surprising to me. I'll bio them, of course. Maybe it does work occasionally, but I think I just messed up in my notes. Yeah, I definitely messed up. A little weird, but whatever. I didn't do it, huh? Basic attacks, I'll do it the rest of the way. Oh, you're summoning a Mythril Golem, huh? Not a big deal. We'll just bio away here. I should have used Quake there, but I didn't fight that encounter earlier when I was testing. Or I should have used 2 individual bios, but I didn't think about it. I thought bio all would take them out because there's only a group of 2. I was wrong. It must have just barely been not enough. Anyway, we get the Master Staff here, and it is a horrible staff because Golbez cannot equip it. Or not Golbez, Fusoya cannot equip it. I don't know why. Let's see, 37 Spirit. Equip it. And 44 Spirit. It has +7 Spirit on it, which isn't even as much as the +10 of the Aura Staff, so even if Fusoya could equip it, I wouldn't use it. It has slightly more attack power than the Master Staff, and I guess it heals you when you use it as an item, but who cares? It is a terrible staff. It's got to be like the worst staff in the game. Now, I'm guessing that that is a bug, that Fusoya cannot equip it, because it is indeed equipable by white mages. And they must have screwed up and forgot to make Fusoya be able to equip it. And for some reason, they have never fixed it in any version of After Years. I don't know why. It's not fixed in the 3D version because the 3D version does not exist. Okay, we're going to use Bio alone on the Coral. Use Osmos on the... Oh, I forgot to heal, but that's okay. We're just going to use Quake. Or Taunt. To draw attention to Golbez. While I get this Osmos off. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we're going to use Quake. Actually, no, we're going to use Bio. We don't need to use Quake, because there's only 2 enemies. Yep. And then we're going to heal up. Just keep your high potions topped up. That was the last chest, by the way. At least I think it was. Oh, nope, there's one more. Yeah, it's at the last 4. Quick Quake gotta do it here. I could edit these guys out, but I mean, it's literally just a Quake spell and I'm done. Yeah, simple enough. Fusoya caps out at level 40, but Golbez caps out at 45, and we'll hit both those caps, no problem, so don't worry about it. What do we got here? This is an annoying battle. We are going to use Quake. Go ahead and do that. Now, instead of switching rows, what you can do is you can have Golbez use Taunt, and that will draw attention to him in the back row, which is obviously quite useful to you. And if I was thinking about it, I probably would have done that there, but I forgot about it. Taunt is just very useful in general. Even if you can't do anything else other than Taunt, it's just awesome. Even for just giving you time to get your buffs up, it's really good. I mean, I'll use Taunt here. It's got to be one of my favorite, like, extra abilities that a character has. Golbez is such an awesome character in this game. One of my favorite party members in the game. mean, you can actually do legitimate tanking. That's awesome. X potion. There we go. So, I'm going to save here. Change the moon phase back to a... Well, first things first. Let's cast float. So that we can save some MP. And now I'm going to change the moon phase to a new moon to... Well, I want to weaken the holy spell. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and it is a new moon. I have the diamond armlet on Golbez, which you need to do the first time because you don't have any other diamond equipment. Fusoya has the Luminous Robe, so make sure he has that because he's going to need the lightning protection. Get the ice shield for fire protection. There is an ice spell. It can screw you over, but it's not likely to happen, so I would stick with the ice shield. If that really bothers you, you could equip the Mythril shield, but then you'd be weak to fire, and that could be really bad. So I think the ice shield is better. Now, if you have a diamond helm, you don't need the diamond armlet. You can stick with the rune armlet, but unfortunately, I don't have that yet. Let's see. Now, what sword you're using, you want to use whatever your strongest physical sword is for strategy 1. For strategy 2, you want to use the ebony blade, or if you have it, the enhancement sword, which I don't have yet. Master Staff, unfortunately, does not increase your spirit. I don't know why he can equip staffs. It's just weird to me. Like, Golbez has no spirit-based magic, so I don't know. But yeah, that should do it there. Make sure you have float, and let's go. Okay, so what we want to do first is we want to get taunt. And then we want to get slow going. Now, he's going to counter this. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. By the way, you can do either strategy at any time. And then we want to get haste on... This is going to hit Golbez, which is why I taunted. I wanted it to hit Golbez. So now we can actually counter with some high potions. Now, I'm going to use another high potion with Golbez. And I'm going to go ahead and use haste on Fusoya, and then haste on Golbez. Probably use another high potion. He has a physical attack that can hit both party members, by the way. Which is rather unfortunate. Then I'm going to use Berserk on Golbez, and he's basically going to go to town. I'm going to just use Taunt while I get Berserk going. Yeah, that's why I have Float, because he has Quake. And then from then on, simple shells will do the trick, really. Use a Kiraga all if you need to, and the battle's basically over. Now, the other strategy is faster, but it is riskier. So I'll show that strategy when I'm looting the dungeon for basically the last time. But you can do that strategy right now if you want. It involves using double black magic, and it's quite useful. You basically take him out in like 3 attacks, but on a rare occasion, he can screw you over with that strategy. Get a nice Kiraga going, and that should solve all of our HP problems. Now we have 3 layers of shell, so 1 more will cap us out there, and then from that point on, Fusoya will just sit there and look pretty. I could even use Bless if I really wanted to, but nah. Unfortunately, I can't auto battle because Golbez is, or I don't have the memory cursor on. I guess I could Blast and then I could auto battle. But yeah, this strategy will not trigger as many counterattacks. You only get the 1 for Holy. When you use double black magic, it will trigger a counterattack, and depending on when that happens, and if he's able to follow up, it could be really, really bad for you. Not usually, but occasionally. We should be able to get him soon. I'm not worried about sleep. If I need to, I could use a Suna. Or a Unicorn Horn, I guess. If I even have one. I don't think I do, actually, but I've never... Oh, I have one. I've never really been put to sleep here. Golbez and Fusoya have pretty good magic stats, so that's why it doesn't hit very often. It's hard to pierce their magic defense. And we got him. Simple enough. I'll show the other strategy later. Obviously, when I'm raiding the dungeon, I'm going to skip all the treasures. Okay, what do I get here? Okay, that sucks. That is the item for the second challenge dungeon. Oh well. I was hoping to get something more useful than that, but so be it. Now we're gonna save here. Obviously want to restock up on, well, high potions. Didn't you need any Phoenix Downs? Let's see, stock back up on eye drops. Nope, we don't need any more cottages. And we'll make it a new moon again. And next time we'll, well, I'm gonna loot basically the dungeon more times. There's 6 treasures there at the rare treasures, so when I get to the last one, I will do an episode on that, so I can show you the other strategy. This is Ryzen, thanks for watching, take care.